All right. What's going on, everyone? How is it going? We are here bright and early, bright and bushy-tailed in the AM, looking for a Pokemon Titan of creation to be shiny for us. I would have normally been streaming this last night. You know, this is a nice little Friday night hunt we normally have going on, but 12-team college football playoff started last night. Indiana versus Notre Dame did not actually turn out to be a very good game whatsoever. Notre Dame ended up obliterating Indiana. Not a great game at all, but I had to watch it because my Georgia Bulldogs will be playing Notre Dame now. You know, the winner of that game is going to play Georgia in the Sugar Bowl. So the game started at 8. Normally I start streaming at 8. I was contemplating trying to start streaming. Something is up with the 1DS up there. It's not wanting to respond to the buttons quite just quickly. I was contemplating starting streaming around like 5 to 8 and 6 to 8, something like that, before the game. But we were out shopping, doing some, last minute Christmas shopping, and where we were, we went a little over into the city nearby, and it was packed. Oh my lord, it was freaking busy. It took forever for us to get home, and yeah, we did not make it here in time for me to stream. I think we got here a little after 6, and I still had like a thumbnail to make and the stream all set up, and I had a whole bunch of shebang to get going, so could not stream last night. But we are here this morning looking for our shiny god, racing to see which one will be first. I'm still thinking it's Dialga. I'm getting the feeling my time bro is going to be on my side, and we're going to see that big old dragon steel type shine. But I am honestly down for whoever wants to be shiny, and I'm down for it to happen whenever they want it to happen, but hopefully it is soon, because we have been on a heater. We have been on a streak of good luck with these shinies, and I am ready to continue that good luck, because yeah, earlier this week we got a shiny Cyndaquil and like 200 and just a little over 200 resets, so like 600 total encounters, because you see 3 shinies at a time. But we were going specifically for Cyndaquil, so we only saw 200 Cyndaquils before we got a shiny one, which was pretty freaking sweet. And then last week I got a shiny Squirtle after 400 encounters. I did like an hour and a half of resetting for Squirtle the week before, and the next week started up Squirtle again, and was like, okay, Squirtle was the plan of being the takeover for whenever this little freaking pig wants to shine. I was like, oh, whenever we get shiny Tepig, Squirtle will become the main hunt. Psych, an hour into my second stream looking for Squirtle, we got the little guy, the little green shell dude. And now I'm over here scrambling to figure out new shiny hunts, because we just keep finding them super quickly. But it's fun. I like it. I like the creativity of figuring out what can I shiny hunt, what do I have the games to do it on, what can I set myself up into a position to do a hunt real quickly, what thumbnails can I make for the hunts. I got a little bit of a theme going on with my thumbnails, got a little bit of a pattern that I've been perfecting, and I'm enjoying it. I like the way they look. I enjoy the ones I'm making. The one today was not made by me, though. The one for our stream today was made by Ash over on Blue Sky. So if you are enjoying that thumbnail, you like their art style, go check them out on Blue Sky. I believe they're also on Twitter, X, all that, whatever. I'm not on Twitter anymore. Don't have any of my accounts, so I don't have the link to their Twitter, but I believe it's linked in their Blue Sky account. So that is linked in the description if you want to go check that out. But yeah, it's kind of early. No one is used to me streaming this early, typically, especially on a Saturday. And it's a Saturday kind of before Christmas, so people might be busy, so I might be here on my lonesome for a little bit before the next game starts. I'm only going to be streaming until 12 today, because we got 3 more college football playoff games going today, so got to be present for them as well to see what's going on, who makes it through to the next round. So I should be here like a solid hour and a half to 2 hours about. Hopefully in that time we can pull out a crazy shiny god. Now It would be a bit unfortunate if I do get a shiny here and no one's around to witness it, because no one's used to me streaming at this time, but I guess it is what it is. It is what it is. I just always wish that Arceus didn't hold up this reset by like 10 seconds. I wish I didn't have to like pause and stare at him and then walk forward a little bit more, and you know, it throws off the timing. I gotta sit here and wait for a second for our character to walk up to Arceus before I start clicking A. That way we can have a nice uniform ascension of all these Pokemon deities onto the screen. I wonder how many how many encounters, I guess resets also. I wonder how many of these I'm going to be able to get out. I did the same thing again today that I did last time I streamed this. I'm supposed to be increasing the counter up there by 1. We're not doing encounters, we're doing resets. I did the same thing last time with this. We're doing resets, so I started at 500, so we've done 36 of them, which 36 divided by 4 is 9, I believe. So we've only done 9 resets, not 36. So let me clear this out real quick. We should be at 509, because yeah, just double check the math. 500 to 536, that is a 36 difference. Basic subtraction. 36 divided by 4 would be 9. So yeah, we are sitting clean at 509, not 536. Get that straightened out real quick. I did the same thing last time, same exact thing last time. Luckily, you know, I'm catching it, and you know, even if I caught it later in the stream, the math is simple enough that simple enough that I can get us back on track pretty quickly. But I did notice it even later last time. I think I got a solid 30 something. No, maybe not that much. Maybe it was only like 20. At most. I got us a solid 20 resets in before I realized I was doing my mathematics wrong. But see, that's what happens if I start clicking A too early. Arceus is just late to the party, and I gotta sit there and wait around. I'd rather them all be present at the same time. I feel like I'm in a quirky mood this morning. Probably because it's early in the morning and I just woke up, so I'm fresh, just took a shower, so I am about as fresh and awake as I'm ever going to be for a stream. Normally I'm streaming, later in the evening after work, and I'm like tired and kind of groggy, but today I am feeling fine and dandy. Yes, I am. Got me feeling a little bit quirky. Really hope that putting this Tepig up here isn't actually going to be a curse. Hopefully you do not curse me, little pig. I'm letting you hang out up here on the microphone. Hopefully you do not curse our hunts. Because we were doing pretty good without you up there, but I thought I'd bring you around. I did buy you to specifically try and get Tepig to shine, so don't you curse me. Way to position them up here, I think. I don't want it quite leaning on the card, it's not doing anything to the cards, but I just don't want it quite leaning on them. Hopefully my DSs are actually charging as well as, having their footage recorded, because the little charge light is not on, but also I keep these things plugged in my computer pretty constantly, so they should hopefully be fully charged like at all times. But I think all I gotta do is if it weren't charging, I just gotta unplug it and plug it back in. I don't know how that would affect everything here if I unplugged one of these and plug them back in. I imagine it'd be fine. We just lose signal for a second, but so what, 15? So that's 60 total legendaries we've seen today, because every reset we get 4 encounters. So I very much enjoy when not only are the hunts quicker, you know, the resets here could be a tiny bit faster, but they're not the slowest reset in the world. They're pretty snippy, and we get 4 at a time. So the odds of us finding a shiny every time we go hunting, now that I have my setup expanded upon, it is definitely greater. I mean, it's obviously, you know, 4 DSs, that's 4 times the chances of getting a shiny. So now 4 times the shiny odds is still not great. You take 1 in 8,192, multiply it by 4. It's still a pretty low chance of finding a shiny every time you stream, but every time you go hunting, you don't have to be streaming, but I do wonder if eventually I might try and do, I just don't, I've contemplated doing shiny hunts in my free time, not on stream, and just recording for like a reaction if it were to happen, but I like doing it on stream better. I just like it more. I like actually being here and interacting and chatting. Plus, the whole point of this journey is to be on it with everyone else. Gohan, what up, what up? Morning, how's it going? Yep, we got it early, bright and early today. Couldn't stream last night, so I decided to stream earlier this morning before I gotta go watch some foosball. So we'll be here for a little bit. Not quite as long as normal, but I had to get one of these streams in for the week. I could not go without. I gotta see if I can get one of these legends to shine. Early morning streams have not normally been my my motif here. We did some early morning Sunday streams for a while. I wasn't streaming on Mondays for a minute. I was doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. But I wasn't really vibing with the Sunday streams. Plus, it's generally kind of hard for me to it's a little difficult for me to get up and moving on the weekends in the morning. Really, it's difficult for me to get up and moving in the mornings in general. I'm very much not early bird. But I was able to do it today because, you know, it's a one-time thing. It was like, oh, I gotta get up on Saturday. We gotta get going so we can get hunting for a nice little shiny ledge. Legendary. I don't know. Ryan, if I drank coffee, I would certainly agree. I would certainly agree, but I am not much of a coffee drinker myself. Mainly because me and caffeine are not good friends. I do not get along with caffeine very well. Chicken Astro Night Gaming, what's up? What's up? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we can only cope and hope that a shiny will be blessing us every stream. It's been about a reality recently, but our luck cannot, unfortunately, probably cannot continue as it has been, but we can hope, we can pray, we can, I mean, shoot, we literally can pray. We are looking for shiny gods here. So, you know, Arceus bless up with a shiny. Whether it be you or one of your disciples, let me see shiny today. That would be fantastic. But yeah, me and caffeine do not agree. I cannot really run on I think I'm so naturally high strung with anxiety and just adrenaline that I don't really need caffeine to keep me awake and going. Plus, when I drink too much caffeine, my heart, I feel like I'm gonna blow a gasket. Like, I do not feel good. Yeah, Shiny started Charmander a few days ago. Oh, nice, nice. What game was that in Fire Red, Leaf Green? You got the Charmander? That's sweet. Doing a Game Corner Abra hunt. Very nice, very cool. I was actually just working on and thinking about the Game Corner Porygon last night. Fire Red, very nice, very nice. About how many encounters did it take you? Get the little golden lizard. Yeah, I was actually contemplating yesterday trying to do like a three-way Porygon hunt, because you know, Generation 1 Porygon is just Porygon. Generation 2 you get Porygon 2. Generation 4 you get Porygon Z. Well, in Fire Red, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, you know, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Platinum, Gens 1, 2, and 4, roughly. Obviously, it's Gens 3 and 4 remakes, but there is soft reset hunts you can do for Porygon in all three games. Game Corner in Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and there's a gift Porygon in Platinum. So I was like, ooh, that could be a fun little soft reset hunt where, you know, if I get the Porygon in Fire Red, Leaf Green, it stays a Porygon. If I get it in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, it becomes a Porygon 2. And if I get it in Platinum, it becomes Porygon Z. I was like, oh, we can do a little race of which Porygon we could get first, but I very well could still go with that idea. That probably won't be something I get to for a minute. But I got to thinking, like, Fire Red, Leaf Green has a different soft reset mechanic than the DS games. You know, for the DSs, I got to press LR start select. For Fire Red, Leaf Green, you got to press AB start select. It could certainly still work and still be doable, but it's certainly not off the table. But it's I ended up just making the thumbnail for regular Porygon. Maybe I'll retrofit it to try and throw in Porygon 2 and Porygon Z as well. We'll see. Yes, chicken. Yeah. Or what do you want to be called? Do you want to be chicken? Do you want to be Astro? Do you want to be Knight? Well, what would you like? I can go with any of them. Or do you want me to call you the full thing? You don't care? I'll call you Astro Chicken. I think that's kind of fun. So, yeah, that does. If you take the resets and multiply it by 4, yeah, we are roughly around the 2100 mark. Or we're basically exactly at 2100. I kind of bounce between some streams. I do encounters for the number up there and I go by 4. Sometimes if it's the same Pokemon on every game, I go by total encounters. If it's different Pokemon across the games, I go by resets. Because technically, if I were to get a shiny right here, like, you know, I would have only seen 500 total, say, Dialgas if I got a shiny right here. But, like, in total, I've seen 2,000 Pokemon. So that's kind of the mindset, the idea behind it. Ooh, man, my neck. What is this in the background? Castelia City Gym. Do not remember the gym sounding like this. 1700 in Bulbasaur Fire Red. Oh wow, yeah, that is certainly some efficiency and some hunting right there. No, when I did Fire Red for my Squirtle and Fire Red Leaf Green, I had 2. I had 2 going on. You have 10 save and ROM backups that aren't synced. I was wondering how people do that, because like for me, I'm using hardware, I'm using actual DSs with capture cards, but I know people will do like, you know, emulators and ROMs and stuff and do a number of different iterations going on at the same time. And I don't know how to do that personally. I'm sure I could figure it out, but I've never looked into it. But yeah, I've always wondered how you run different iterations of like an emulator with obviously the ROMs. I get you just create different ROM files, but you're running the like number of instances of emulators. I'd have to, I guess, look into to figure out. I gotcha. I guess, are you going for Nidoran male, trying to get a Nidoking eventually whenever you get there? Which, I totally get. Nidoking has a great shiny. Nidoking shiny is A1, top tier. Unfortunate that Nidoqueen was really given the short end of the straw there, because the shiny Nidoran female line got hosed a little bit. It's like the whole male line, they were made blue like the Nidoqueen line is originally, but for some reason, female Nidoqueen, Nidoqueen obviously is always female, but the whole line, they got like a weird what? Or was it just Nidoqueen that got a weird shiny? Is Nidoran female and Nidorina, they pinkish purple like the Nidoran male line? Can't remember. I do remember that Nidoqueen's shiny is like a weird green. And it's like, why not just make it kind of purple? The team quest I'm going for is just for more than... Gotcha. Yeah, I was contemplating doing a team quest, like shiny badge quest, whatever, in Black 2, White 2 as a part of this whole Shiny Living Dex, but I am 5 months in looking for a shiny starter in Black 2, White 2 and have not gotten one, so I think the shiny badge quest is off the table now. I think that will just take entirely too long. And I would prefer prioritizing and getting the Shiny Living Dex done over a shiny badge quest, personally. I haven't decided when I want to do another shiny Tepig hunt. I have not decided. I'm like kind of putting it a little bit on pause since, we hit 10K, and I at the end of last stream, I got a little desperate and was like, actually, did I stream last night? No, not last night, the night before. What am I thinking of? Yeah, I got a little desperate. I did Oshawott for a second, and I was like, you know what? Back to Tepig we go. I need to get this. But yeah, I don't know when I'll fully commit back to Tepig. I'll do it eventually, but I might prioritize some other things at the moment. Like next week, I think next week I'm probably unfortunately only going to be able to stream once. Oop, accidentally pressed A. And I think I'm going to start up my Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan hunt next week when I do that. But then always it's like, why not go for Tepig one last time before Christmas? Get a little Christmas present out of it. There's always that. That is always a thing, though. Trying to be blessed up by Christmas. I didn't really think about that. I was really gung-ho about doing the Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan hunt just because I really like the thumbnail that I made for it. But maybe it makes more sense to go with Tepig next week for Christmas. For the holidays. Battle Friends. What that's from? Battle Friends. So I guess fun little news. I did end up pulling the immersive Celebi out of the new TCG Pocket app the other day. The other day when talking about, I was talking about TCG Pocket, and that's when I got the shiny Cyndaquil. I was talking about like, oh, you're gonna have to get some. I haven't pulled anything. You have to get so lucky to pull stuff, and then yeah. But I think what 2 days ago or something, I pulled the immersive Celebi, which was cool. Those little immersive cards in TCG Pocket are very nice, very beautiful. I think that was the first Celebi I pulled. I don't think I pulled the regular EX or the. There's a full art, right? I think so. That was the first Celebi I'd actually pulled. No worries, no worries. It's all good. I always upload the stream highlight for any shinies we get, or at least any full odd shinies. I've gotten a number of shinies, obviously, through Cute Charm Glitch and Platinum, but, you know, I guess I do have in the works an idea for a video that I'll probably be posting after the new year. I want to do a little shiny hunting recap video, you know, just going over my progress with the Shiny Living Dex and everything. So during that, I'll, you know, recap and show the shinies I got through Platinum and the Cute Charm Glitch. But any shinies that I get, you know, full odds hunting like this, I'll definitely make a highlight video to recap getting them. And a short as well. A video and a short. A little bit overkill, double dipping, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Some people only see the shorts, some people only see the videos, so. Can't tell, but I kind of feel like the Tepig sitting here is like washing me in. I don't know if the term is washing me out per se, but I feel like the light is like collecting, like maybe the camera and the light from, you know, everything I got going on is like collecting on the Tepig itself. And so I feel like I look darker in the background than normal. I feel like normally I'm more illuminated. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but I feel like the Tepig might be stealing the spotlight up here. Heck. Shoulder's really bothering me right now. Goodness, having to roll it around to get it moving. Oh, I timed it a little poorly. Trying to jam along to the Cynthia theme. Okay, I gotcha. No worries. About how long you think you'll be streaming for? I'll try and drop by for a second after I'm done. I'm not going to be going too terribly long. I might go for like another hour or so. And when I'm done here, I'll try and drop by your stream. which I guess you talking about your 10 game setup. That's gonna be pretty interesting to see on stream. All 10 games running at the same time. I've seen Nora from the PM7 videos. I don't watch too many streams, especially people who only stream on Twitch. I don't really watch very much. I've never really been a user of Twitch, but I've seen in the highlight kind of videos PM7 puts together of his whole, catching so-and-so shinies in 24 hours. I've seen Nora with her like wall of 20 something games going on at the same time. It is quite a sight to behold. So I imagine yours will look pretty similar in terms of screens to keep an eye on. Okay, I gotcha. Your parents bought the game before you were created. Are you telling me that Fire Red Leaf Green is older than you? Oh, I feel old. 2008. Wow. So you're at 16, 15, 16, I guess, depending on when your birthday is. Okay, yeah, I'm just a solid, 12 years, almost 13 years older than you. Oh, I feel old. I was like 8 when Fire Red Leaf Green came out. Yeah, I was in when did that come out? 2004? Because what? Ruby and Sapphire, actually, when did those come out? 2004, I think. Yeah, so I was 8 when Fire Red Leaf Green came out. I'm about to be 29 myself. Man, oh man. I mean, really, for me, the only the only Pokemon games that came out before I was born were the original Red and Green in Japan. Red and Green initially released in Japan in like February of 1996, and I was born like 2 weeks later. So, yeah. It's interesting. Yeah, that's, I mean, I get in the mindset of like, I still occasionally think like, oh, the year 1998 or 1980 is what I meant to say. Oh, 1980, that was only like what, 20 something years ago. And it's like, nope, that was almost 45 years ago. And so yeah, when I think of like the year 2008, it's crazy that like people born in 2008 are like driving. I hear born in 2008 and my brain's like, oh, so you're 5? But no, it's like 2008 was really that long ago. Like, that's crazy. I just feel old. I'm not that old. I mean, I'm almost 30, but certainly my my lower back feels otherwise. Good Lord. I got the lower back problems of a 80-year-old. But it's cool that you got all that going on and working on your own channel and stuff and streaming. So let's see, I initially started trying to make content for YouTube, like, I'd have been He's either right before I turned 18 or a little bit after I turned 18. I don't remember exactly when I really tried starting making content, but I mean, it was like 10 years ago. It was around my high school days. Something like that. Towards the end of high school. What, Clara, what'd I do? Oh, you're trying to scare me. I thought you were booing me. I was like, what'd I do? I'm sorry, I'm not looking for Tepig. Gotta change it up. But yeah, I have been all over the map with content creating over the last 10 years. I always love the Flossessy Ranch. I love this little theme. It is so fun. Oh, 100% using Shiny Charm. Yeah, 100%. I initially started off this whole Shiny Living Dex journey thinking I would do a lot of full odds hunts and this, that, the other, and that I wouldn't really mind, yada, yada. Well, after Tepig started taking long enough, I was like, you know what? Maybe instead I will just optimize and hunt for things in like the best way possible. So like, if I can increase the odds of me finding a shiny, I will. For the most part. I mean, there's some Pokemon I will choose to hunt in less optimal ways just because like they're cool, they're fun, they have nice shinies. I guess the pass power thing though is one thing I may or may not dabble in Black 2 White 2. I haven't fully decided on it yet. Another chatter, Roost, has been talking with me about it. And yeah, it would definitely increase my chances of finding a shiny for sure, but with how many games I have going on at a time and like setting up the pass powers in each game individually would take so much time. It might be more worth my time just to soft reset 4 iterations of the game at one time, as opposed to like taking the time to set up pass powers for every game. But I'm not sure. My main strategy for most hunts is going to be Masuda method plus Shiny Charm. So I'll get the Shiny Charm, and then for anything that can be bred, you know, can be hatched from an egg, for the most part, you know, I will Masuda method and Shiny Charm hunt. And then any like legendaries from Black 2 White 2, I might consider grabbing pass powers for them and, you know, soft resetting with that and the Shiny Charm. We'll see. I don't know a thing about how pass powers work at the moment in terms of setting them up and like getting them. I will have to do a lot of research, but yeah. Time to resume hunt for Sparkly Automaton. I'm blanking. I'm completely blanking, Ryan. What were you looking for again? I should know this. I'm completely blanking. It's like it's one of those things where as soon, yeah, Gullet. It's one of those things where like, you know, in your head, as soon as it's said, you're going to be like, how did I forget that? For some reason, I was thinking Clang or Clink. I don't know why in my head. I was like, Clink? I don't know. Your brain be deceiving you sometimes. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of Masuda method hunt for this, you know, for anything. And then there's also, you know, the cute charm glitch from Generation 4. I'm going to be utilizing a fair bit for a good number of shinies, just because like there's 649 I got to get. If I can save myself some time and get some shinies with the little sneaky glitch that was unintentionally left in the game, I'm gonna do it, because yeah, I certainly hopefully have 20 years to work on this, but I don't really want to spend 20 years working on this. I think a solid 5 years would be good. I think 5 will be. I think that'll be fine. Yeah, I think for legendaries, which obviously Heatran's the only legendary that it works on, I don't think I'll be using it for Heatran. I think I'll tough it up and just do a full-fledged hunt for Heatran, especially since you can hunt Heatran and Black 2, White 2. And so, like, I can do a soft reset hunt in those games with the Shiny Charm. So, any Pokemon that I deem, like, really cool or, like, epic or fun to, like, full odds hunt for or, like, method hunt for, you know. Like, Pikachu, I could obviously use the Cute Charm glitch to get Pikachu. And I've already done the Cute Charm glitch to get Pichu and Raichu. But, like, Pikachu itself, I think I'm gonna radar hunt and platinum for it. You know, I've never done Poke Radar hunting, so I think that'd be fun to do that for Pikachu. And, you know, some other Pokemon like Spiritomb. I'm pretty sure the Cute Charm glitch works on Spiritomb. I initially thought it didn't, but I've since learned that it does. So, I think for Spiritomb though, Spiritomb has one of the best shinies out there, so I think I will be full on soft reset hunting for Spiritomb. But Pokemon like Spearow and Fearow, if I can Cute Charm glitch hunt for it, I'm going to, because there are just some Pokemon, you know, no hate to any Pokemon. I don't have any Pokemon that I straight up despise with all my being, but there are just some that you don't want to dedicate like months of your life to hunting for, because it's like not fun, not cool. You know, Shiny Metapod might be nice, but I'm not trying to dedicate too much time to getting Shiny Metapod. Or like the whole Caterpie, Metapod, and Butterfree line, all great shinies. They're all different, but they're all great in their own way. But it's a Route 1. It's an early route bug. I think I'll dedicate a lot more time into, you know, hunts like this. Ooh, that stretch. Oh, man. What do I want to have for a game day, little game day lunch? Or should I have more focus on dinner? Because, like, the night game is definitely the better of the games today, so maybe I want to do something more for dinner. I don't know. Maybe I do lunch and dinner. I have not been on my best diet. God, I can't speak right now. Best dietary kick at the moment. I've been a little bit bad in the holidays. I tend to be bad in the holidays. I get a little bit. Is laissez-faire the phrasing? A little bit lax in my healthy eating around the holidays. Yeah, definitely. I've been trying for the longest time to put together the one right now. This is actually Giratina that we got going on right now in the background, so be quite fitting to get a Giratina at the moment. But yeah, I've been trying to put together a spreadsheet of all the shinies from generations 1 to 5 for me to get, and yeah, a large number of them between Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, and Fire Red, Leaf Green can be obtained with the Cute Charm glitch, which is great. You know, I certainly like that. I think a good solid 3 to like around 300 probably Pokemon I'll be able to knock off of this Shiny Living Dex total just with that. It might be even more, honestly. Like, But, you know, you gotta take into account the Pokemon that are obviously just in Generation 5, or Pokemon that aren't in the Generation 4 games somehow. And any Pokemon that has set genders, no genders. So there's still a good number of Pokemon out there that I cannot Q-Charm Glitch hunt for. Which I've always got to be vigilant with that, because I have done it a couple of times where I've started trying to hunt for something with the Q-Charm Glitch, and then I'm like, wait, this Pokemon doesn't have a gender. What am I doing? It's not going to work. Nope. I tried doing that one day with a Lunatone on Halloween. I was like trying to hunt for spooky, you know, ghosty kind of haunted-ish Pokemon, and I was like, oh, Lunatone works, and you know, it's a moon. I go to the Lake Verity, one of them, I can't remember which one it is. I'm like running around, I run into a Lunatone, and I just look at it, and I'm like, wait a second. You don't have a gender. This doesn't work on you. What am I doing? What is going on? I'm having issues with all my DSs right now. They are not synced up. So if your Q-Charm Pokemon is a male, it works. At least from what I've read into, I guess I'm no expert. From what I was led to believe, if your Q-Charm Pokemon is a male, it does not matter the gender ratio of what you're running into. It will work. The Q-Charm Glitch. Now, if your lead Pokemon is a female with Q-Charm, that's when the gender ratio of Pokemon you run into, like, is a factor. And if like the Q-Charm Glitch works on them or not. But that's just from what I read in like the YouTube videos I watched about it. I could be wrong. I'm not definitely no expert in it, but I thought that's what I'd been led to believe. If I just have a male in the front of my party, I'll be good. Now, granted, if it's a Pokemon that has to be male for the shiny, like Gallade or Mothim, then that becomes an issue, because obviously every shiny you get from the Q-Charm Glitch will always be the opposite gender of what you're leading with. So if I want, you know, shiny Gallade, which that might be one of those I really like. The whole shiny Gardevoir line I really like, so that could be one of those I full hunt instead. But we'll see. But yeah, getting Pokemon that have to be male to be in for the shiny. I'm losing my voice. Oh goodness. Yeah, Pokemon like Gallade and Mothim. I'm gonna have to figure out something, because not only do you have to, it's a whole convoluted system when it comes to leading with a female, which is a bit weird, but I guess that's how it works. Yeah, no. Tyrunt is not a part. That's Generation 6. It's a shame. Tyrunt has a great shiny. Tyrunt and Tyrantrum are A1 shinies. Shoot, the other fossil, Amora and Aurorus, they got great shinies as well. The fossils from Gen 6 are certainly rocking some good shinies. Yeah, the Porygon line does have great shinies too. And the nice thing about at least Porygon, the regular, the first Porygon, it is so basic in its shapes and body structure that recoloring it to be shiny is really easy, which is nice. Normally so for my thumbnails for most of them, I find a Pokemon card art that I really like. I kind of snip the Pokemon out of the card art and then I recolor it to be shiny. And a lot of them take like a good amount of time or a decent bit of time to, clip out. What is going on? Why are we not resetting here? A good number of them take a second to like clip out and to trace out all the different sections of their body that has like different colors, and it can take upwards of like 2 hours for me to be like really diligent and like careful with it. Porygon is so basic, and like you know, low polygon or whatever the terming would be, you know, a lot of straight lines, just like a couple different sections of its body that are different colors. I was able to recolor that shiny in like 30 minutes. And that was me going slow because I was like watching football at the same time. It was a much easier recoloring. Now, Porygon 2 and Porygon Z won't be too much more difficult. They're also pretty they don't have like the most intricate, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the coloring across their body is like pretty big splotches of their body that are different colors. So it doesn't require as intricate of like cutting for me to like work around, but they are rounded. So I do have to snip around the rounding a bit more, whereas the straight lines of Porygon were just like draw line, draw line, draw line. I think I saw a post about this. I don't remember where it was. It might have been Twitter back when I was still on there, or maybe it was Blue Sky. But have y'all ever noticed that Porygon Z is just like an unfolded and stretched out version of Porygon 2? Like, I know obviously Porygon 2 is just like a more polished and like high resolution version of Porygon. Like, that's the whole point. Like, Porygon is very, you know, I'm not polygons, whatever. I don't know. Y'all know what I mean. Porygons. Oh, sorry. But yeah, Porygon 2 is like a more high-res version of Porygon. And then Porygon Z, they basically just take Porygon 2's body. You know, it's kind of like a little duck, all, you know, folded up with his little legs down there, and his tail and its head. It basically unfolds all of Porygon 2. So like, the main body is still the same, but like its head, you know, obviously starts floating. Porygon Z's little tail down there, or can't remember where it comes from. But yeah, the like arms of Porygon Z or like Porygon 2's little legs, they like fold out. It's pretty interesting. I never put it together. Like, I never put 2 and 2 together. But I forget what game they were playing, but there's like an animation of Porygon Z like folding up and basically turning into Porygon 2 for a second, and then like unfolding and going back out to its, you know, glitchy self. Which I think is just, it's a really unique and cool Pokemon idea. Like, I don't know how they came up with it, but it is pretty neat. Especially in Generation 1. Like, Gen 1 was, yeah, it's obviously iconic, but most of the Pokemon are just like, oh, let's take this real-life animal and make it kind of monstrous. I don't know who came up with the whole, like, computer program as a Pokemon, you know, this, that, the other. Obviously, they, you know, it kind of looks like a duck, but... yeah, Porygon Z is definitely like, it's corrupted, it's infected, you know, it's like corrupted software, like you said, you know, software with a virus. That's its whole thing. Which explains why it spazzes out, you know. Its little animations is just kind of sit there, it starts twitching around and starts spazzing. It's because, you know, it's a virus. It's kind of glitchy and like all that. And then it's like it's the offensive version. You know, Porygon 2 is very defensive. And then, you know, Porygon Z glitches out and becomes an offensive Pokemon, which makes sense. You know, viruses are malicious. They're, you know, offensive by nature. You know, they're meant to attack and, you know, corrupt. what they're you know, they're installed into. And so yeah, it's kind of cool that Porygon 2 is almost like a firewall in a way, and Porygon Z is that corrupted firewall, and so you go from the defense of the firewall to the offense of the virus, which is pretty sweet. Little gimmick and idea. But was I the only person for the longest time that, I don't know who I'd say is a long time, but there was a short period of time where I thought Porygon 2 and Porygon Z were divergent, like split evolutions to Porygon. Now, this was something I figured out a while back, but there was a time, I think when I got back into Pokemon for a minute, like, 10 years ago, I thought that Porygon Z was just a divergent evolution of Porygon. I didn't realize that Porygon 2 evolved into Porygon Z. I thought it was like, a Slowbro, Slowking kind of thing. Oh. Doggy's freaking out about something. What are they barking at? Also, another thing that I thought for a good little while, for some reason, I thought Gengar was 4 times weak to Psychic. I don't know why, but for some reason in my head, I thought, it's not that I thought Ghost was weak to Psychic, it was just like, Gengar's so frail, and obviously Psychics hit it pretty hard. I don't know what it was, but in my head, I just thought, like, okay, yeah, Gengar's 4 times weak to Psychic, it makes sense. And then way back in the day, someone posted on Twitter about like the Krogunk line, Krogunk and Toxicroak being like the only Pokemon that were 4 times weak to Psychic or something like that. And, the fighting poison types. This was back in the day, obviously before a bunch of new Pokemon generations have come out. And I remember I responded to a tweet and I was like, wait, isn't Gengar also 4 times weak to Psychic? What's going on? And then, yeah, that's when I realized, oh, you're dumb. Why did you think Ghost was weak to Psychic? And in just that situation, it's like, I didn't think Pokemon like Dusclops were weak to Psychic. Obviously, the Ghost is not weak to Psychic. It was just, yeah, one of those weird tricks your brain plays on you for some reason. And you're just like, why did I think that? I just started clicking the A button. I was like, oh, yep, good to go. We're ready. No, I gotta actually... Here. Gotta actually move forward first. I do probably need to be a little bit quicker on the resets here. A few seconds here or there are gonna, make the difference in how long these shiny hunts take. And I do sometimes tend to wait a second too long, and I'm just staring at all 4 of them like, are y'all sure you're not shiny? And then it's like, okay, no, you should probably just you should probably click the reset and get going. What's that about? I don't know, Emily's going somewhere or what? She just left and I heard the door lock behind her. Come on. Come on, Pearl. Come on. What are we doing? So I keep having to run back and forth in my platinum game here, you know, the one on the top left up there. Because whenever I've gotten a shiny in Soul Silver, obviously I'm not trying to reset over them, but I'm also not trying to play through the games with the shinies. Trying to, you know, play through regularly because I don't want to evolve the shinies off screen or anything. So I've been trading, you know, the Cyndaquil, the Totodile, all that over to platinum to keep it safe in my platinum game. And it's like I keep having to run back and forth between, you know, being up here at, you know, Spear Pillar, Hall of Origin, going back to a Pokemon Center, trading some stuff around, getting things set, coming back up here to do these streams, and then I have to do something else. I have to leave again. It's keep having to run around. Which, at this point, I have learned the path up Mount Coronet up here like the back of my hand. I know exactly how to get all the way up here. Easy peasy, no confusion. But I'm kind of thinking here that I'm going to go until 600. So we'll do 9 more resets here. And I'll call it a morning. You know, I'll call it a day. Just a little kind of short stream. It was never going to be anything super long. But I just wanted to get in here and see if, you know, maybe I could make something happen with this hunt for these legends. So we'll go until 600. You know, get a clean, like 400 encounters across all these legendaries. That is a pretty good day. Especially for just, you know, a little bit over an hour of stream. So we'll go until we hit 600, and I'll call it in the evening. Or it is not evening. It is very much morning. It is not even past noon yet. And then I need to go grab some lunch, and do something for lunch at least, and then get situated to watch some college football. But let's see if here in the last little bit of the stream we can pull out some crazy magic and grab a... Again, Shiny Dialga, that is what I'm feeling in my bones. That is going to be the one to shine. So let us see. We got any more magic juice in us for the week? Magic juice? That's not. I don't like the way that. I don't like that. I'm not gonna say that again. I don't like that. Yeah. I don't know. Now I'm like, where do I go from there? I didn't like that. I don't know where else to go. Do you have any magic pixie dust? There we go. I like that. It's much better. To grab another full odds shiny this week, or I mean, shoot, we've been getting 1 full odds shiny a week right now for the last 2 weeks, so maybe, you know, won't grab anything here today, that's fine, but maybe, just maybe, Tepig next week, or you know, Hitmonchan, whatever I decide to do. Maybe we'll get a shiny next week and go 3 for 3 on full odds shinies on the week. Or maybe I've expended all my luck and we won't be seeing another shiny for for a few months now. It's always a possibility as well. That is always an option. I love this Gets Us theme. So intense. And I don't remember I doubt in the games they actually like chant gets us in the background, but I mean, in-game, whatchamacallit, in-game sounds are generally just, you know, beeps and boops, no actual speaking. So I kind of like the little gets us chanting that's thrown out in here. Shiny on 598. Well, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. So this would be, I guess, what, this is technically 5. Would you consider this one 598 or the one that comes after this? So like, you know, obviously the number right now is at 597, but like this is the 598th reset, because like if we don't get anything here, we go to 598. So is it, will we say here, or is it going to be on the next one? Okay, well, it's not here, so whichever one has the shiny. Fair enough, fair enough. So we'll say here. You know, there was no shiny there, so it'll be right hither. With 598 on the screen, we'll be finding... Is there one of these in particular you want to see shine first? Or are you cool with any of them? Let's see. We got any luck here at 598? Dialga, I'm looking at you. Nope. That is unfortunately not the path we have set in front of us. All right, so last 4 of the stream. Let us see. Can we get a shiny legend of mythical creation here today? And Arceus and his disciples bless us once more with a full odds shiny here this week, right before Christmas. Nice little Christmas gift for us to wrap things up here. What do we got? Anything? Unfortunately, that is a negative. We got, you know, a good clean 100 resets in on the day. We got a nice 400 total encounters across all the legendaries. That is certainly fine by me. You know, we're sitting at a clean 2,400 encounters across all these, so we're making pretty good dents in this hunt. We're getting there slowly and surely. Not even that slowly. We're getting there pretty quickly. It's only the 3rd time we've done this hunt, so we're making good progress, I feel. And yeah, as always, thanks to everyone who comes on out. I'm gonna rephrase that. Thanks as always to everyone who shows up and hangs out with me while I sit here and look for some shiny pocket monsters. It's always appreciative, you know, keeping me entertained. I would not be able to do this without people here keeping me sane. So I will see y'all on Monday. Haven't quite decided what the hunt on Monday will be. Shoot, I mean, I don't got much going on. Like, I'm off work for the next 2 weeks. I might stream tomorrow too. We'll see. I won't make any promises, but maybe I'll get a little quirky and throw out a stream tomorrow. We'll see. But if not, I'll see y'all Monday. And yeah, hope everyone, if I don't see y'all then, don't see y'all through the holidays. Hope everyone has a happy holidays. Get some nice little presents here or there for whatever you're celebrating. And yeah, see y'all around.